Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to share with you how you can identify your reasons for procrastination in 2023. Now we all procrastinate, myself included, but obviously we all have different reasons, or we pretend to have different reasons for why we procrastinate. And our Bazi chart can actually shine a light on why it is that you procrastinate, both on a personal level, but maybe also on a professional and career level. And with that awareness, you can actually overcome all forms of procrastination. It's caused by different things. And once you realize what the reasons behind those different types of procrastination are, you can actually eliminate that. Yeah. So it's very, very easy and straightforward, but this is just for 2023. So this is not applicable for next year. So just for this year. But I think if we just manage not to procrastinate for 1 year, that's already pretty good going. So first things first, you need to plot your Bazi chart. Go to this link here. I'll also post it in the notes to this video, and then you will get this particular chart. If you don't know your hour of birth, your time of birth, that's not so critical for this particular analysis. So don't worry about it, because what we are focusing on in this particular analysis are just two of those animal signs. So you check what animal sign you have in the month, and you check what animal sign you have in the day. Yeah. So the month stands for your career. So if you happen to procrastinate and find all sorts of excuses and justifications for not doing things that are career related, then the month animal sign is what we pay attention to. If it's more on a personal level, so you're constantly avoiding, I don't know, cleaning your room, or you're constantly avoiding doing certain chores, or you're constantly procrastinating about finally getting on that diet that you've been promising yourself for such a long time, then that's obviously a personal aspect. And so therefore we look at the day. So it's up to you. Maybe you procrastinate in both areas, maybe just in one. So it's up to you to determine which one you want to focus on. And then we can look into what actually causes this. So if you have the dragon, month or day, yeah, it doesn't matter. If one of them is a dragon, then basically you are easily distracted by all sorts of other things. Like you kind of want to do something, but then something else happens, and then, squirrel over there, and you're easily distracted by so many things. So you need to just learn to focus. The moment you focus and you concentrate, there will be no longer any procrastination. And also just make sure that you're not constantly getting distracted by people asking you to do certain things here and there and helping them out. You kind of need to focus on yourself or your career wherever this dragon appears. Now, if it is a horse, then your reason for procrastination is you get stressed out. Yeah, you kind of get stressed out or overwhelmed by, I don't know, the magnitude of the task ahead. And so you're just looking at it like as a big obstacle, rather than breaking it down into small bite-sized pieces that are actually easy to solve and to overcome. Yeah, so you get stressed out. And so the advice here is to just not look at the big challenge that's out there. Just break it down into small steps, and then it's easy to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Now, if it's the rabbit, if you have the rabbit, you procrastinate because you're seeking for perfection. And you constantly tell yourself, well, once this is all perfect, or once everything is settled, then I'll finally go ahead and do this. Now, life is not perfect. It will never be perfect. And therefore, you're never actually going to do what you promise yourself to do. You need to just accept the fact that looking for perfection is not going to work out, and it's not going to help you any further at all. So you need to just get going and forget about perfection. There is no such thing, and you will not achieve it. Nobody ever has achieved perfection. So just go with what you have, and then just learn on the go or improve on the go. Now, if you have the rat, like this one here in the day, basically you're afraid of failure. And so you want to do something and you're stopping yourself because you're telling yourself, yeah, but what if I fail? Well, what if you fail? Yeah, what's the worst thing that could happen? Nothing really. You're probably not going to fail so badly that your life is over. So if you're afraid of failure, again, just kind of look at it objectively and ask yourself, what really happens? Like, how does it really impact my life if I fail? Yeah, and then just go ahead and do it. Because real failure is only happens if you don't even try. And that's obviously both for personal life and also in your career, yeah? It maybe what you're trying to do won't work out. Okay, fine, but at least you've tried. If you don't even try, then that is a much, much bigger failure. Now, then we have the snake. So if you have the snake, either in a month or the day, basically you're just too lazy to get started. You need a big, big kick in the butt and stop being lazy. Maybe you need someone who's a drill master or someone who motivates you or you need some sort of incentive, but basically it's just you being lazy. There's no one else at fault. Yeah, it's nobody's fault. It's your own fault. You're too lazy. And so you just need to find that inner motivation. Now, if you have the tiger, month or the day, then the thing that keeps you from starting or that the reason for procrastination is that you overanalyze everything. Yeah, you keep on thinking and then you think about a backup plan and then a backup plan for a backup plan. Like you overanalyze every single scenario to the point where you are paralyzed. You just need to take a decision. Thinking is great if at the end of that thought process is an actionable decision, right? Otherwise, it's pretty useless. So if you have the tiger somewhere there, stop analyzing and just go ahead and do it. Now, the monkey in the day or monkey in the month, um, your reason for procrastination is that you don't have a specific goal. Like your goals are maybe too vague or too abstract. So you can't even define yourself what it is that you want to achieve. And because of that, you're not even going to get started because you don't know how to start, where to start, what to start with. So you need to become a little bit more specific about what it is that you want to achieve and maybe write down an action plan with small steps and like be as specific as you can and realistic, of course. And then you will find it much, much easier to get started. If you have the ox in a month or the day, you sort of worry too much. Yeah, what if I run out of money? What if suddenly the economy changes? What if, I don't know, I don't look nice when I'm slimmer? Yeah, so there's a lot of what ifs. Most of them are just ridiculous and you're just making them up. They're all in your head. And yes, there are some that may be legitimate, but then formulate a backup plan. Yeah. Don't try to find as many reasons to fail as you possibly can. Yeah. List out the what ifs and then actually find an answer for them and then get started. And those that are really not realistic, just let them go. There will always be a what if. But what if you never got started to begin with? Yeah, that would be so much worse. All right. Now, the goat, if you have the goat in the day or the month, your reason for procrastination is that you just think of the worst case scenario. Yeah, so maybe you really, really want to lose weight and you really want to start running, for example. And immediately you think, well, what if I start running and then I'm just going to have a massive accident and I break both legs and I have a concussion and I'm in hospital and in a coma. Yeah, like a ridiculous worst case scenario. You never even allow yourself to think of the best case scenario. So this one really, you need to kind of stop that self-talk. Stop imagining the worst and reframe it in your head and start imagining the best. Yes, of course, you can plan for something that may not be working out, But don't always just think of the worst case scenario. Think about the best, be prepared for something that may be a little bit less than the best or what you wish for, and then you'll be just fine. Now, then we have the rooster. So rooster in the day or the month. Uh, basically you're just an imbecile. Yeah, you're just being stupid. You kind of want to do something, but then you just find stupid excuses for why you don't want to do it or why you can't do it. Like none of your reasons, none of your justifications for procrastinating about a certain aspect of your life has any validity whatsoever. You're just being stupid for not doing it, and you need someone who tells you that. And yes, that may be a bit harsh, but sometimes, we all have the capacity to be complete idiots. Um, Not always, thankfully, but sometimes we're just being ridiculous. And this happens when you have the rooster in your chart this year. Now the pig, if you have the pig in the month or in the day, the reason you can't get started or the reason you procrastinate is because you listen to too many people. Rather than just asking one expert for advice or maybe two experts for advice, you ask 100 people and you will get 100 opinions. And so then you're torn between, oh, who am I going to listen to? Who is right? Who is wrong? And so again, nothing happens. You're completely paralyzed. And so basically just cut out all these people that you are listening to, ask maybe one advisor, and then just go ahead and do it. All right. And then lastly, we've got the dog. If you had a dog in the day or in a month, um, basically you don't give yourself the time to reach your goals. And so you jump from one objective to another. The moment something becomes difficult, you kind of switch to something else and you start doing something else and you procrastinate dealing with the issue at hand so that you can do something that's easier or requires less effort. And therefore, you never really achieve the goal that you've set for yourself. And this is why you procrastinate, or this is the root cause of the procrastination. Yeah, you're not really dealing with challenges. And the moment something happens that makes it difficult, you're just jumping to another objective. And so you jump from an objective to objective. You're kind of circling around what really needs to be done, but you're not really tackling the issue. And so this is why things don't quite work out the way they do. All right. So now you know what you have to do. Again, if it's in the day that has to do with personal matters, could be relationships, could be self-development, could be health. Yeah. Anything like that. If it's in a month, it relates more to your career. So check out what needs to be done. And hopefully this is the end of procrastination, at least for 2023. All right. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope that you are able to achieve all your goals for the year without procrastinating too much. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. You can also contact me directly. My email is in the notes to this video, and I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video, if you shared it with someone who procrastinates all the time, and if you subscribe to my channel. All right, see you soon.